Cattle farmers and ranchers care about their bottom line. Staying profitable keeps cattle producers in business and allows them to pass their operations on to future generations. Over the years, investments in technologies and production practices have helped enhance profitability and reduce financial risk. But when most people think cattle, they don't typically think about one of the most effective risk management tools, the futures market. Don't let the word market throw you off. You can't just walk down to your local grocery store and find a vendor selling cattle futures. Though you can buy some tasty beef, which we highly encourage. Cattle futures are traded on a regulated market or exchange that connects cattle producers with other commodity traders. It's called CME Group, also known as the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And it's based in, well, you guessed it. For cattle producers, the goal of using futures is to manage the risk of changing market prices. The price of cattle can be impacted by many factors, including weather, seasonality, and global supply and demand. Whether you're selling or buying cattle, these constant changes make long-term financial planning a challenge. That's why many cattle producers look to the cattle futures market for help. On the one hand, you've got cattle sellers like cow-calf operators. They use cattle futures to protect against declining prices. On the other hand, you've got cattle buyers like meat processing companies who want to protect against rising prices. Feedlot operators are somewhere in the middle. They want to avoid rising prices when buying light cattle to feed, and they want to avoid declining prices when they have finished cattle ready to sell. Using cattle futures is an important risk management strategy for cattle producers. Without futures, producers would always be at the mercy of market prices at the time of sale. That's why NCBA is committed to working with the CME Group, the federal government, and other stakeholders to sustain a futures market that works for cattle producers. In recent years, NCBA and CME Group created a working group dedicated to enhancing the live cattle futures contract. We've covered a lot of ground to help ensure producers can effectively manage business risk and stay profitable. And that's good for everyone's bottom line.